Numbers, numbers everywhere we see. In the world of data, they help you and me. Counting.
Let's analyze some data and take a look at SPTV's toxic chats. 11 channels were analyzed since Monday, November 20th, 2023. How mean can they get? On November 20th, 2023, Aaron Smith-Levin was removed from the board of the Aftermath Foundation. Following this event, Aaron and his associated channels initiated a campaign against the foundation and its members across YouTube chats. This report aims to analyze the level of toxicity in these chats, particularly focusing on the negative impact on the Aftermath Foundation and its members. Let's look at some numbers. Over 2.5 million messages were analyzed. The script leverages the Detoxify model to perform a comprehensive toxicity analysis on YouTube live chat data. The process begins with loading and filtering the chat data, focusing on messages posted after a specific date. The script identifies messages mentioning key individuals or containing common phrases, filtering out those that match predefined common phrases. It then applies the Detoxify model to batches of messages, predicting toxicity and other related scores such as severe toxicity, obscenity, threats, insults, and identity attacks. A threshold is used to classify messages as toxic. The line chart titled Daily Average Toxicity Rate shows fluctuations in the average toxicity rate of messages over time, from late 2023 to mid-2024. The chart reveals significant variability in toxicity rates, with spikes occurring sporadically throughout the period. Some days exhibit notably higher toxicity rates, reaching close to 0.2, indicating that nearly 20% of the messages on those days were toxic. Toxicity by person. Mitch has the highest toxicity rate at 9.38%, with 232 out of 2,474 messages about him being toxic. Chris Shelton and Stephanie also have high toxicity rates at 8.68% and 8.3%. In contrast, Rinda, despite being mentioned the most, 7,537 times, has a lower toxicity rate of 5.28%, indicating less toxic discussion around him. This chart highlights which individuals are most targeted by toxic language. Chris Shelton and Stephanie also show high toxicity rates of around 8.68% and 8.3% respectively. In contrast, individuals like Michelle and the Aftermath organization have much lower toxicity rates, indicating fewer toxic messages relative to the total number of mentions. Rinda has the highest total number of mentions, 7,537, but his toxicity rate is lower at 5.28%, suggesting that although he is frequently discussed, the conversation surrounding him is less toxic compared to others. This chart highlights which individuals are more frequently targeted with toxic language. Toxicity by channel. The chart shows that the Oh No Nora channel has the highest toxicity rate, with approximately 9% of its messages being toxic, which translates to 310 toxic messages out of 3,541 total messages. Other channels like Serge Delmar and Growing Up in Scientology also exhibit higher toxicity rates of around 6% and 4.5% respectively. The remaining channels have relatively lower toxicity rates, ranging from about 2% to 4%. This suggests that certain channels may have more toxic environments compared to others, with Oh No Nora standing out as particularly problematic. Thanks for watching. Part 2 is coming up soon. Auf Wiedersehen, Servus und Tschüss.
Make the world alive.